and welcome my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Virgo to full moon in Pisces, August into September 2022? I'm your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional intuitive president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 years in service. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. A lot of what I learned being in that service is in that book. There is a link in the description box if you would like to preview it for free, and there's a really lovely dedication to my mom in there that warms my heart every single time I read it, because I really mean it and I meant it when I wrote it. So yeah, go check it out. It may be my legacy. I don't know. Who knows what our legacies are. And I am a creator on Patreon, which is the best career move I've ever made. If you are an artist in any way, shape, or form, I highly recommend Patreon as a subscription platform. At the moment, I have humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses as my subscription tiers, levels of subscription. Adding mystic soon, probably on this new moon in Virgo, but we'll see, because I'm traveling in the next couple of weeks to go find a house in upstate New York. I'm moving my home, so I've been streaming every morning to my patrons, cup of coffee, my hair doing what it's gonna do, in a bathrobe, talking about the day's astrological weather, the spiritual implications, the magical applications. I love it there so much. We're having a lot of fun and building a very, very sweet, heart-centered community. And guess what? We've got some men in there too. It's not just me and women, which is usually the case. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you, my Scorpios, may call me Mal. Hi. If you're new to the channel, let's just get right to it. If you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waxing moon are the 5-card draws. The waning moon are the 8-card draw shadow reads. So the shadow reads help you weed the garden, metaphorically speaking, so that the waxing moons, you can plant a seed and watch it grow, right? And I think these are the most important things I do here on YouTube, because they can be a little bit more specific than the soul contract reads and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, particularly the 5-card draws, we're going to start with the element of fire. These 5 decks also represent fire, earth, air, water, and spirit in that order, to help you refine, fine-tune, clarify, whatever your intentional process. Plant the seed at new moon, watch it grow to full moon, your spell work, your law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, your healing journey. But the first card down is the element of fire, which is our heart's desires, and this is why I think it's the most important stuff I do here. Your heart's desires were written into the script of this life before you were born. That's why you can't really get rid of them, or you can try and ignore them, but they will eat away at you, right? Particularly as they go unfulfilled, because they are part of a larger plan, the universal, ineffable, great plan, whatever you want to call it, right? The holographic unity of it all. And that's the point. As you fulfill your heart's desires, little by little by little by little, you are shifting timelines to something more empowered, healthier, happier, more gold than lead, if you like the language of spiritual alchemy. But then you're also helping everybody else manifest their heart's desires, which you put that all together, you got better life on planet Earth for everybody, not just some of the people. Got it? I think you felt that, Scorps? Cool. So let's look at the astrological timeline. This is a very, very powerful one for me personally. The new moon in Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun sign. Saturday, August 27th, 4:17 a.m. I am in New York, so that is Eastern. So we wake up on a Saturn day, an Earth planet day, in Virgo, the mutable Earth sign of the 3 Earth signs. So a really powerful day to wake up in that, to really plant a seed for anything physical, material. It's a Earth element double whammy. But then, you know, let's plant the seed, then it's make it grow, right? Help it grow. The 2 weeks following the full moon in Pisces, that is my moon sign. This full moon was the full moon I was born on in 1968. Yes. I know I don't look at thanks. Thank God I'm a Leo rising Mars conjunct. I don't look my age. Thank God, you never did, actually. And that is on the 10th of September, 5:59 a.m. I'm going to be doing my holy water. I always make holy water on my natal full moon. And I will probably be doing something for Patreon there as well, although I'll probably be traveling. But eventually everybody else on YouTube will get to see it because patrons get the advanced stuff. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at, or maybe you got 4 different seeds to plant, as many of us do. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to give you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help you manifest your heart's desires, which help me manifest my heart's desires, and so on, and so on, and so on. Enough explanation. You got to do it for the newbies. What do you want? Let's get to divination. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, and away we go. It's been a busy morning spiritually here at the Drawing the Circle home office, so I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Because if the cross-watchers apply this information to themselves, they're not just helping the Scorpio, they're helping the entire, the one they're cross-watching for, but they're doing it for all of the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. So please, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. What is their element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire. And if it's not clearly what's written on the card, then that's an aspect of how they need to use their power fire, their will, their choices, their decisions to manifest their heart's desire. Leave the right card in my hand. This new to a full August, September 2022. Dream sweet, sleep deep. It's a little tricky, that one. Leo got this, by the way. The spell fragment, sleep that's deep and lasts till morn in the wood. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. I'm a bit of a Kathy Griffin lover. I don't like the word fan. It's short for fanatic. I love her. So I'm going to say what I said just to cover some bases here. Yes, we all need a good night's sleep. Lord knows I do. If I get 8 hours, that's a vacation kind of vibe for me. I usually get around 6. But this can also be about a heart's desire being a dream. So we're not going to be so terribly literal with that, because sleep that's deep and lasts till morn. Okay, that sounds lovely. Wondrous dreams for days reborn, though. That's what gives a little bit more wiggle room. So, could be about anything. That's why we got 4 other decks to work with, and we're going to do the element of earth with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Soler. Now, if you have the stone, great. You want to use it, wonderful. Don't have it, it's okay. Clear quartz does everything. It's just nice to have a physical, tangible, something like a reminder, a touchstone, or maybe a magical carrier, amulet, talisman, what have you, whatever you're doing. Yeah, grab a piece of jewelry, something. But let's see what the oracle message is, which I think is the dominant. Breathe. A lot going on in the neighborhood today, considering it's raining. That's a pleasant noise. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, thank you, Ariel, my beloved Archangel of the North powers of Earth, the Archangel of Lyons, that I was apparently named after, with my parents having no idea about it whatsoever. Please leave the card in my hand. The Crystal Oracle for the element of Earth, the fuel that feeds the fire, as well as helping to ground and manifest their heart's desire of sweet dreams and deep sleep. But that could be manifesting a life dream, something that they can't really get away from. Maybe they hold it deep in their Scorpio vaults, right? It's in the vault. So what do you got for them, my beloved Archangel Ariel, this new to full August, September 2022? Oh, feline intervention. We've manifested a Leo kitty. This is my middle son, Balthazar. He's the Jan Brady for sure. He's the softest kitty cat pillow, but he weighs... He's like a Mack truck pillow. He's a good boy. You want to lay down with mama? People say, why do you say your cats call you mama? Because cats don't have the jaw structure for the letter D. They get right up my face. They go, ah. What would you do? You're going, mama. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Someday I'll be able to avoid that Kenny Rogers joke, but it just can't. Ruby, you don't actually have to have a ruby, and if you do, good for you. I used to have, I have rubellite, which is close, but not quite the same. Close, but no precious stone cigar on that one. You can get a raw ruby. It's usually ain't that pretty, though. But get this. You ready? It looks like you got the romantic one here. The keywords for ruby: passion, love, precious memories. Ooh, precious moments. Your passion for someone you love is being rekindled, and you will soon find yourself glowing with a newfound sense of joy and wonder for life. Uh-oh, Scorpio's got their heart on. Notice the diction. As you find yourself reflecting on all the blessings and precious memories derived from this beautiful relationship, you realize that bad times are easily forgotten, yet precious memories of love live forever. Love is an ocean which forever ebbs and flows, at times a raging sea, much Scorpio, at times tranquil and calm. Well, so do you have a dream lover so you don't have to dream alone? Did I just go back to the 50s for that? Yeah, I did. I was raised on that shit. Not that it's shit, but the doo-wop shop? Anybody? My dad forced us to listen to it like Clockwork Orange audio. So, this is an interesting thing. Now, let's face it, Scorpios are probably more connected to the dream world than the other signs, except maybe Pisces, right? So, whatever it is that you're dreaming, keep an eye on your dreams. I'm not really big with dream dictionary stuff and, writing it down because of what I do for a living. My subconscious mind is like, oh, kid, take a break. You've been connecting with zodiacal collectives and clients and getting ready to move. They're like, you need to sleep. So I don't really remember my dreams, but I do know what my dreams are. Do you know what I mean? Those kind of dreams. And I'm going to keep this open at the page of Ruby so I can refer back to passion, love, and precious memories. Hopefully I will remember. So again, you don't need a ruby. I would think a rose quartz would do, or a carnelian, depending upon the chakra. And the passion for Scorpio is probably more second chakra than heart, but we'll see. Let's get your element of air from the Healing with the Angels Oracle. 2 different interpretations you can play with these cards. Usually both are helpful. One is the words on the card, element of air, thought, third eye stuff. Think about it, read about it. Look up the original meanings of the words. My favorite example is the word gorgeous. It's from the ancient French. I didn't even realize there was an ancient French language, but it means elegant. And how much do we call gorgeous that ain't exactly eloquent? So just an example. The other is that these are the names of healing angels, but they won't come unless you call. Angels they have really good boundaries that way and very respectful. But you call, they will come, and knowing who to call can certainly save time. You can't just say, help, and they'll do that too. But, you can do that all day, every day if you like, and it'll work. So let's see what your element of air is, because fire can't exist without air. So you got to think about your desires to help them grow. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, the Gabrielite guides, Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn. Right there you are on the Judgment card, all over the Judgment card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Please, one card in clarity. What is the element of air that stokes the fire? So that they can manifest their heart's desire, this love and this passion and these precious memories that are their dream. They might be dreaming of the person. They might be, oh, I'd love to have something like that again, but different because I'm not the same person, whatever. As well as the healing angels who are waiting in the wings with their wings fully spread and ready to swoop in this new to full September, August 2022. Surrender and release, Dorothy. Surrender and release. Now, that means lots of different things. Surrender and release. That can be emotional release. That can be surrendering to the emotion, but that doesn't mean you drown the village. I usually say burn the village, but you're a water sign, so let's keep elementally accurate as much as humanly possible. But I will say, isn't there a sort of surrender that comes to feeling that emotion? That feeling of love and passion can be overwhelming. And if it's burned us before, if it's drowned us before, if it's buried us and suffocated us before, there can be some issues there. But this is a waxing moon read, not a waning moon read. I would recommend checking out the 8-card draw series that I did before this. Could be helpful, particularly because passion is such an interesting word. We immediately think, oh, like Harlequin romance and MC Beaton audiobooks, which have been keeping me alive for some odd reason this year. Agatha Christie and all that. But passion, you ever hear of a crime of passion? Of course you have. You're a Scorpio. You've probably committed some in other lives. Not this one, right? No, never. But maybe this is about surrendering to your passion. And then think, what would the healing angels of surrender and release be about? What would their function be? Contemplate that. They would certainly help you heal through surrender and releasing, as well as healing your ways of surrendering and releasing. There's a difference between burning down the village and expressing yourself in a healthy way. No? Oui. Your element of water we are doing with the Whispers of Love Oracle. No womp-womp cards in this deck, but it can certainly turn the party. We'll see if one of the party turner cards appear. But it is your element of water, which is necessary for manifestational work, spell work. Like, remember first season of Charmed? Power of 3 will set us free. It's like, ladies. By the end of the series, they were like screaming it at the top of their lungs, right? You got to put the energy in motion with emotion. So since it's your element, catch Belzy's just being a Leo, cleaning himself on camera. Ain't it just the way? Let's ask the higher selves of all involved, and one would think there's at least one other person involved. Please take a nice deep breath. I felt good. Still point. As I call to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Scorpio collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, their element of water, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion. As higher selves with souls on hero's journeys in human form, the juice, the heart, the emotional current, the love that is divine power, fueling this thing, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight they most need. This new to full August, September 2022. Love makes the difference. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts, surrender and release, and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. And maybe it is very much that sense of security. And, you know, being insecure, it's not like anybody's rewarded for it, but I think it takes a very strong emotional wisdom to even accept it. It's like, I don't know, I feel really shaky. I feel insecure about this. You don't have to tell everybody you're a Scorpio. But to call in the healing angels of surrender and release, and that doesn't mean like, oh, it's gone, poof, like, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. No, even that's pretty burny chemically, I'm sure, to the stains, right? You gotta feel it to heal it. You gotta let that move through, hence the surrender and release. I could use all sorts of biological metaphors, I'm not gonna. But certainly, if things are popping up in your dreams, or if this is a dream love, I mean, passion, you can have passion for anything. But love makes a difference. Even if it starts inside of you, that it's okay, it's I love you, inner child work, shadow work, whatever. Excuse me. But this is a waxing moon read, not a card draw shadow read. So we've got one more card down. Let's see if this makes it a little more specific for all of you. The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck represents the card of Spirit. The mantra to charge it, right? So you get a ruby or similar, whatever, cast the spell, calling in the healing angels of surrender and release with the intention, with the emotional intention that love makes a difference and it can heal all of this. Love is the answer, but I'm a Scorpio, so I don't have to tell anybody about it if and when, right? Until I'm ready, if and when I'm ready. So this would be the mantra that you could do a little bit every day or a lot of it every day to charge it, right, over a 2-week period. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. I hear ya. Still point. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts because this is exactly that. This is a soul contract reading. It's definitely feeling between them and somebody else, unless this is a passion for art, for creativity, for something, right? Politics, whatever. But that love, right? Get those words right. Passion, love, and precious memories. I mean, memory is mostly emotional anyway, right? We may not remember what we had for dinner 3 weeks ago, but we can certainly remember that special celebration that we had, here, there, and everywhere. That we'll remember exactly what we ate that night, right? Lobster thermidor, what have you. I know that was an odd reference. Please, one card in clarity, beloved. Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, Twin Flame Soulmates, who cares? What is their perfect healing mantra to help them manifest this dream sweet, sleep deep, which I would have written sweet dreams and deep sleep, makes more sense, with that love, that passion, those emotional moments, right? Those emotional, precious memories, precious moments. When will you see them again? When will you share? When will they share precious moments? When they surrender and release by calling in the healing angels. Because who wants to do that? I mean, minky pigs, monkeypox and whatnot, right? There's a lot going on planet Earth. But love does make the difference, and that can start within themselves incrementally and maybe move its way out. But we certainly got a double whammy of ruby love, and love makes a difference from the higher self. So knock them out of the park. The perfect healing mantra to help them manifest their heart's desire and helping everybody else manifest their heart's desire this new to full August-September 2022. Rewiring the nervous system. I find strength in surviving my traumas. All you gotta do is survive them. Now, it depends on your definition of trauma. I will say that for sure. Medically, usually a trauma is a wound that cannot be healed. But it seems mentally, emotionally, that has changed because, at least in that aspect, we know people who are overcoming, right? Who are healing from their traumatic things because all that stuff is written into the script before we ever incarnate. So, of course, the soul can overcome it, but it can be delayed but not prevented. How much do you want to delay? So, of course there were traumas here. Maybe this relationship had a traumatic shift, a change. Maybe something traumatic has happened. Then this is really about you still holding on to that dream. Again, keep an eye on your dreams, you water signs, you. Because there might be some clues, tips, and hints there. And I'm going to say it again. Thank you. That I said in the Leo reading. Read The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. It's a lot. It's a novel. It's an adventure story. But it's got more in there metaphysically. You'd have to read like 8, 9 different books to get what's in there. But there's one of the insights, one of the chapters that is about Rewiring Nervous System, which is about dreams, but it's more about how does it feel in the dream, the emotional part of it, than trying to just figure out all the symbolism, because the subconscious is very personal. So, rewiring the nervous system, I find strength in surviving my traumas. And that's the thing. You have survived them. You're still here. They might still be going on, and there still might be a lot of pain and unhealed stuff. But if love makes the difference, love can help heal past hurts. So this is what we're looking at. When the nervous system is rewired, you are no longer trapped in the memories of your body. You are the courageous hero or heroine of your present reality, honoring every moment of hardship as the means through which your infinite strength and greatest depth of character is revealed. It's not a hero's journey unless the hero is tested, right? It is a journey. They don't start off a hero, they end up the hero, but we all refuse the call when the call to the hero's journey comes, right? It's just part of it. Watch any movie, they always do. Right? As you rewire your nervous system, you're no longer responding to life from the vantage point of a painful past. I think we see how this one's hitting the table, don't we? But instead are open to each encounter being more miraculous than the moment before. And that is also about being here in present time. Carolyn Myss, M-Y-S-S, she's a PhD, one of my favorite spiritual teachers. She says the majority of our energy is non-local. It's either in the past because of guilt, fear, shame, whatever, or it's about worry, anticipation, fear, and the future. So to be here now and say, you know what, no matter what happens, I find strength in surviving my traumas. And maybe these are steps to do just that. Maybe you've healed more than you realize, and it's just a question of mentally getting, all right, maybe I need to surrender a point of view here, element of air. So here's what's going to happen if you want to stick around for it. I'm going to put these 5 cards together in what's called a blessimation. It's a word we came up with over on Patreon. Combination of a blessing and a summation. And then at the end of that, we'll chat a little bit if you want to hang out as I release the Scorpio Collective, and you never know what's going to come out my mouth. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I love how the neighborhood gets silent when I do that. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need so that they can rewire their nervous system, which is great, big, huge healing by them understanding that they find strength in surviving their traumas, and that the love that they have within them already can make a difference if they get in there and feel this stuff, because love can help heal past hurts, provide a new sense of security, self-worth, and importance to them. But it's going to take the healing angels of surrender and release in some way, shape, or form. All they have to do is call silently or aloud, and they will come to help them surrender to what they're thinking about this stuff and release the trauma that they are surviving, hence giving them strength in exchange in their passions, in their love, in their precious memories that a lot has healed perhaps since this person has been around, and yet there is this wild card of their heart's desire. Maybe this is about them really going deep into what are my most idyllic dreams that I am afraid to even look at because I haven't gotten them. I came so close, but there was no cigar. May they be blessed so that all of us can help manifest this love and a sleep that's deep and lasts till morn with wondrous dreams for days reborn for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is very deep, but Scorpio. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up. Did it help? Really hit the thumbs up. Help the other Scorpios and cross watchers find it. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, easy enough. Just subscribe if you haven't already, and I would recommend hitting the notification bell because I'm going to be moving my home. Upstate New York, good 5-hour drive away. So I'm putting these out when they're ready, and not everything might be on the Virgo schedule, but certainly divine timing, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to go deeper, if you want the daily dose of magic, miracles, mysticism, and Mal, completely off on Patreon. It's a field day over there. Our lowest tier subscription is human. It's $5 USD. Gets you so much. It's not like you only get like one thing. You're getting all the exclusives, all the advanced stuff, all of the extended readings, past, present, and future that I do, and just so much more. So if you want to come play with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, then come play Cheon on Patreon, and I don't think you'll regret it. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link in the description box, a YouTube video called Booking a Reading with Mel. I believe it explains it all for you, just like Clarissa. Thank you for watching. I love my Scorpios. I have an older Scorpio brother, Blessed D. Not mentioning his name because he's a Scorpio. But for the rest of you out there, including the cross-watchers, have at it. Make your heart's desires, make your dreams come true for all of us. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.